Hello. How are you today? Surprise, it's me. I know, it's been so long. Oh, so much has happened. First of all, though, as you can tell, I'm wearing my reindeer horns, but it gets better. Ready? Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, I love it. Love them. So first of all, oh my goodness. So we've been remodeling our home. And so we got all new floors and we painted the walls and the ceilings and all the trimming. That took a long time and we're only partly done, but we're done enough that I can make more videos. And secondly, I was sick. Again, I know, I'm always sick. Stinky. But today, I have a special video for you guys. But wait, what am I thinking? Welcome to Storytime and More with Miss Sparkles. That's me. Even has bells. Yay! I have a very special video today. So it is December, which means Christmas! Of course, Christmas. Christmas is my favorite. My absolute favorite time of year. Ever. My favorite. So today's video, what is the one thing you think of when you think of Christmas? There's probably a few things you think of. But one of the main things at Christmas time is a man named Santa Claus, right? Santa. You know, the guy who sees you when you're sleeping and he knows when you're awake. Yeah, he knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Yeah, that guy. He comes to town. But did you know that around the world, there are different kinds of Santa? Santa looks different to people in other countries. Weird, huh? And I happen to have some little statues and stories behind these different Santas. Do you want to see them? And I'm going to read you these stories as well. Should we go on this journey together? Let's go on this adventure together around the world to see all the different types of Santas. Well, not all of them, because there's a lot of them, but I have a few. How cool is that? Okay, should we get set up? Let's get set up and let's ride around the world to see some types of Santa. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You can look at my nativity scenes behind me while I get ready. Okay. Hello, it's me. I'm wearing my Christmas kitty. It's a pillow. Okay. First things first, let's do this fella. Here, do you see this guy? I'll hold him up for you to see, and I'm going to get the story, okay? So this is from Slovenia. See, there's a man and there's a good angel child and there's a devil child. Let's read about this, shall we? Slovenia. And I'm probably going to say his name wrong, so I'm sorry. Iveti Miklaus. That's his name. Iveti Miklaus. Ready? Here we go. Right here. In 1822, from the talented mind of Professor Clement Clark Moore came one of the most popular poems ever created. That's the wrong side. Okay, I'm sorry. Scratch that whole last part. Keep looking at Iveti. Iveti is his name. We're going to do this again. From Slovenia. The Christmas holidays begin early in Slovenia, for according to the Roman Catholic calendar, Sveti Miklav's, or St. Nicholas, Day arrives on December 6th. Can you imagine having Christmas start on December 6th? That'd be so fun. On that day, the season debuts with a lively feast in Sveti Miklav's honor. According to legend, Sveti Miklavs lived in the 4th century in Smyrna, Asia Minor. So I am probably saying all these words wrong, but we're going to try it anyway. They're big words. And Sveti in Smyrna, Asia Minor. His good deeds were many, including anonymously providing dowries for poor young women and giving gifts to numerous children. The Slovenians have blended these historical tales with their own folklore to make Sveti Miklavs one of their most popular saints. Slovenians envision him dressed as a bishop. This looks like a bishop, with the traditional bishop's cane in one hand. In his other hand, Sveti Miklavs carries golden apples. I don't know if you can see the golden apple. Yep. See, he has golden apples. Golden apples. Over the years, the apples have come to symbolize the book of good boys and girls, those who are eligible to receive his gifts at Christmas. To prepare for the arrival of Sveti Miklavs, Slovenian children put out anything from a basket or plate to a shoe or a boot to hold his gifts. Legend has it that every year, Lucifer and the other devils tried to disrupt the visit of a Sveti Miklavs by rattling chains and making fearsome sounds to upset the children. Luckily, Sveti Miklavs always travels with a company of angels to help reassure the children that the devil won't get them as long as they are good. So that explains why he has an angel with him right here, and there's a little devil rattling chains, and here behind him are his gifts. So from Slovenia, boys and girls, we have Sveti Miklavs. Yay! Should we do the next one? Let's do the next one. Got to find him. Here we are. This is South Korea. His name is Santa Grandfather. Oh, and you'll see behind him, he has like a kite. Given its ancient roots and customs, only about a third of South Koreans may say Songtang Chuka, Merry Christmas, in Korean, and celebrate the holiday Christmas dinner may include a hot bowl of duk, rice cake. I'm saying this very wrong. So duk soup served with kimchi on the side, along with the tangerine and cookies. Ooh, cookies for dinner? I'm okay with this. Instead, most South Koreans will celebrate the New Year, although when depends on where you live. If you live in the city, you might celebrate January 1st, or out in the country, you may celebrate on the first day of the first month on the lunar calendar. Seolnal marks one of the biggest celebrations in South Korea. I'm guessing Seolnal is Christmas. Maybe. It is a time to spend with family and pay respects to elders. Festivities begin well before the actual day. People send greeting cards and wishes for New Year, clean and tidy the house, and repay debts. It is dishonorable to bring new debts into the new year. They will dress up in new or in their best traditional clothes. Children may wear the rainbow bambok, a suit of silk with short jacket. Family members perform special memorial rites for ancestors. Following ceremony, the New Year's bow, or sebai, in front of their elders, which will wish them bok for good fortune for the following year. In return for paying respects, young people receive advice or gifts of money from older relatives, which can then be kept in a small silk purse attached to the bandboek. A feast follows. How cool is that? We get money for Christmas. So this is Santa Grandfather, and he's from South Korea. Next. We have 3 of them. 3. The 3 Kings. This is from Nicaragua. Let's get a closer look at these guys. Can you see? Kinda, huh? 3 kings. For Nicaraguans, the Christmas season begins each year on December 7th and 8th. 7th and 8th. That's when they celebrate La Purísima, or the Immaculate Conception of the Virgin Mary. That's baby Jesus' mom. They do so by building an altar just inside the entrance of their homes, so it is visible from the street through the open front door. When guests come in to worship at the altar, they are treated to special treats and gifts. Oh, it's like trick-or-treating! The celebration continues throughout the month of December as children carry tropical flowers to the altar of the Virgin and then sing holiday carols. Then, on Christmas Eve, everyone heeds the call of the church bells to midnight mass. After kissing the image of Christ child in the manger, Nicaraguans return home to open presents they believe are brought by the baby Jesus. The month-long holiday season winds down with the celebration of the 3 Kings and the Feast of the Epiphany on January 6th. According to Nicaraguan custom, it is these 3 richly dressed visitors who bring the main holiday gifts to their children. In anticipation of the arrival of the Magi, youngsters put their shoes out and fill them with grass for the wise men's camels. After all the Epiphany gifts are opened and admired, the year's celebration concludes with an impressive fireworks display. So, in Nicaragua, they got trick-or-treating on Christmas. They have 3 kings who bring them goodies, and they feed the camels. How cool is that? And then fireworks. How fun! So 3 kings, boys and girls, from Nicaragua. Next! Let's keep going! I got some more. I got 2 more. How about this lovely gentleman right here? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all this food. Ooh, and he's got a fun little elf friend with him. This is from Cyprus, and his name is Saint Basil. Holiday time in Cyprus begins December 6th. There seems to be a lot of celebrating early on in December. Why don't we get on top of this? Come on, guys, let's get on top of this. We're going to start celebrating Christmas all month of December. Hello? Get with the times. It begins on September 6th, the feast of Saint Nicholas, and ends on January 6th, the Epiphany. On the day and evening before Christmas, children will go house to house to sing beautiful carols known as Kalanda, which date to Byzantine times. Jade doesn't read very well. To Byzantine times. These kalandas, or songs, are a blessing to the household, and the people who are singing the kalandas often receive gifts. Blessings are important and perhaps necessary, as the mythical sprites called, Kalakanzari, I think these guys, the Kalakanzari, might get into mischief around the house. So they're like naughty little elves. Like the elf on the shelf can be naughty. My elf on the shelf is naughty. He's a naughty elf. On New Year's Eve, as on Christmas Eve, grown-ups as well as children go from house to house singing the New Year's kalanda, similar to those of Christmas, but with different lyrics. They spread the good wishes of the season and proclaim that Saint Basil is coming from Caesarea. Saint Basil, one of the forefathers of the Greek Orthodox Church, is remembered for his kindness and generosity to the poor. He is thought to have died on January 1st, so he is honored this day. Unlike in the Western tradition, gifts are exchanged on Saint Basil's Day or New Year's Day, commemorating the gifts that Saint Basil brought to the poor children of the village of Asia Minor where he lived. Saint Basil is said to visit every house on New Year's Eve or day, expects to be offered something. Much like the Western tradition of leaving something for Santa, Greeks leave food on the table for Saint Basil. Tradition says the more abundant the table, the more abundant with good luck the family will be. In some regions, families may leave a place setting for him in case he decides to join the family for dinner. So instead of leaving him cookies on Christmas Eve, on New Year's Eve, they leave him a whole table full of food. That's what this food is all about right here. Look at all this delicious food. Saint Basil and the naughty little elf. How fun. I have one more. Are we ready? Ready for the last one? Here we go. This one's my favorite. Oof. Look at this little guy. Oh, that's a big basket of toys he has. That's a big basket. He looks like a lawn gnome, doesn't he? He looks like a little gnome. Look at his boots. His boots is full of toys too. Let's find out where this little guy is from, shall we? This man is from Estonia. On Christmas Eve in Estonia, this gnome-like Santa, known as Joluvana, brings sweets and fruits to good boys and girls and piles these gifts into and around the youngsters' slippers. To help Joluvana on his efforts, the children put their slippers on the windowsill before bed. Estonians hold their religious Christmas traditions very dear, yet they also embrace some modern and secular habits at holiday time. Advent calendars, which is the calendars that you get every day. You get to put something, you get to eat something, or you get to put something on the calendar. That's an Advent calendar. Advent calendars serve as the first signs of Christmas in many homes. You might also see families making Christmas crowns that resemble small church chandeliers. On December 24th, it's tradition for the President of Estonia to declare Christmas peace during attendance at a Christmas religious service. This ritual began in the 17th century by order of Queen Christina of Sweden. Estonians will tell you that it's important to keep all brooms especially clean during Advent because of devils that steal dirty broomsticks. Why do they steal dirty broomsticks? And they fly around during the Christmas season playing tricks. They're like naughty witches. Now that the dominion of the Soviet Union has been lifted, all of these holiday traditions flourish once again, along with the special editions of the Catholics, Russian Orthodox, and Lutheran families. Depending on what family you visit at Christmas, you may enjoy fried goose with apples, fried turkey, pork and sauerkraut, piparkoke cookies, a firework display, or a recitation of poetry. So they'll say poetry to you. They'll read you a poem. How cool is that? So this is Joluvana from Estonia. How fun. That's the ones that I have. I'm sure there's lots and lots more all around the world because the world is a very big place, huh? It's very big. Let me move this out of the way. Oh, okay. Hello. I'm certainly glad. I'm very glad that you came to visit me today and that we got to learn all about the different types of Santa all around the world. And I hope very much that you be very good so that Santa comes and visits you. I hope so. Thank you so much for joining me today with Storytime and More with Miss Sparkles. That's me. And remember, my dear friends, be brave.